Welcome
Hello,
everyone,
Internet.
we are the Grin Brothers and we're continuing our playthrough of Diablo 3 Act 1.
Reaper of Souls edition.
Yes. I guess to kick things off, I was actually considering getting you this as a Christmas present because I thought, this is basically just the thing for Raph.
Ah, GameCube.
Yeah, the next issue of Retro Gamer will apparently focus on the GameCube. Then again, this issue was supposed to focus on Metroid and there's not even a single article about Metroid in it.
That's impressive.
Which is like, sometimes they have like a main article instead, different from what they advertised in the back of Retro Gamer. Like, I assume that's because they found a even bigger article. Is this place still on fire?
Yeah. Everyone's just left.
Huh.
They're like, yeah, it's not worth trying to fix this place. It sucked anyway.
Every place sucks in this world.
They're like, it's only one boat ride away from Tristram, so clearly it isn't that safe. Look how many dead people there are. They're just dead. I don't really know where
Yes, dead
going.
people are dead. Oh, if I could destroy this for those were ants.
Ah, no, here we go.
Your defenses are nothing.
Why am I not able to destroy him naturally?
Yeah, they trigger when you walk on them, I assume.
Except for that one.
It might just
I couldn't, prevent myself from being hurt. That's silly. Like, you can clearly tell they're trapped, so I should be able to destroy them.
I mean, technically yes, but also...
Like, you have to walk into the trap in order to actually deal with it.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Well, that's to teach you what the things do. So these ones we can just walk past. But you can choose to ignore them. So it's basically just teaching you what the trap is. I guess.
But shouldn't they be able to show you that you can stop it?
Yeah, that's what the ones that aren't next to you for, I assume.
I didn't even note this down, but I'm actually reminded of a thing I was reading up prior to, last week. Oh, crazy term.
My queen sings to me, her music echoes from beyond. Yeah, that's it. That's all he has to say.
Okay.
He's literally, he's just...
How crazy can it be if he decides, I'm going to live away from the villages which all keep getting attacked, and I'm the crazy one?
To live next to a den of murderous spiders.
The spiders are like the least issue of this whole world. Everything is trying to kill you.
I mean, yeah, that is a valid point, but also a den of crazed spiders. Hatch.
I have no idea why Blizzard thought they had never made a world full of hope before.
Yeah, Diablo is so full of hope and wonder. Can't you feel it? Come on. Yes, give me your experience. If we start going the right way, we'll turn around, I assume, to loot.
It's too dark to tell what way you're going.
You have to check to see if the golden arrow pops up.
I can't actually see the mini-map, by the way. It's too dark.
Oh.
I can see our blue icons.
Do you want me to turn the brightness up?
I can't make out the image of...
Click on that.
You
Cool.
do realise we both get that?
Yeah, I don't actually know how that works, because it was kind of like introduced...
I got chain gloves.
That'd be helpful, oh sure.
But yeah...
I'm lying, it won't.
I remember I was on an IGN article before we started recording last time, and I was going to bring it up, and I saw the most baffling comment.
What?
Of like someone sort of saying, my gosh, the game controller is like the worst controller. It's like,
what?
What?
It's like the best controller. How many hammers can I throw out? I can throw out a lot of hammers.
It's like, heck, they were still saying like, how the face button, the diamond-shaped face buttons is the way to go. It's like, honestly, I prefer the A, B, Y, and X of the GameCube.
I just prefer the GameCube.
I don't think that the small size of the B button makes it very useful makes it a little bit awkward for fighting games, but I like the shape of the Y and the X, as well as how large the A button is.
I'd say
for most games, I'd probably like a bigger B button. I'd say that's the only sort of thing about the face buttons of the GameCube, but...
Face buttons, yes. I'd say the biggest problem with the GameCube would have to go to the C stick.
I'd say the D-pad.
Oh yeah, to be fair, the D-pad
The C-stick,
sucked.
in my opinion, worked well enough.
It worked well enough, but it's, you know, like... I mean, it was an improvement upon the previous, which was the N64 CD pad?
Yeah, they were known as the C buttons.
Yeah, the C-pad.
Which, to be...
Enemies!
Like, to be fair, that, you know, they were designed... Actually, okay, to be fair, yeah, it was designed purely for camera controls, the C-stick. Like, I like how the N64 was designed... Like, people think of it as weird because they think of it, you're supposed to use all of it at once. When it's been designed so you can use it in two ways.
Yeah, you alternate.
You either, you know, for shooters, use it via, you know, you either focus on the control stick and Z button, with one hand free to then have either L and R buttons, or, you know, the L button only, or the R button and the C pad and the A and the B. Which is, well, what I think is the way most people probably use it.
Yeah.
Or you focus it by focusing on the D-pad as your control movement and focus on then on A and B.
Alright, this is the right way to
But you don't try to use the Z button when you're using the D-pad.
Has accepted me. Come close and feel her loving embrace.
Are you Crazy Hermit who somehow got ahead of us?
You served your mistress.
I'm just gonna throw a bunch of hammers out, honestly.
Yeah,
it's so
hammers
fun
kind of makes it a bit,
right, so basically the only reason I wanted to go this far forward is so we remember where to go.
Okay.
So we have to go there.
Okay.
Eventually. But first, looting.
Yeah, okay. Now, I like how your directions for this game are places to be, places to go, everywhere.
I mean, it's true. Like, a heavy part of this game is exploration, and I love it. He tried to run away with his life!
Yeah, honestly, I'd actually prefer the Wii U gamepad.
Dusty
It
bag!
actually had the...
I used to be one of them. Ordinary, untouched, until her voice came to me. Then I knew how I must serve. I must kill the one who threatens my mistress and the dark power that created her. I have been chosen.
It's crazy, basically. By the way, it's us that is supposed to be killed.
Okay.
They want to kill us.
But yeah, you know, I'd actually prefer the Wii U gamepad. I mean, it is my favourite controller. Like,
I'd
if it
prefer-
had the A, B, Y, X buttons of the GameCube on its front,
I'd prefer the Wii U gamepad if there was a GameCube controller.
you'd prefer most things if it was GameCube related.
Yes.
I still can't believe Kadikra said that in that video of his.
Yeah, it's quite impressive.
Like, given how big of a Sony fan he is, I thought he'd prefer all the Sony systems over the competition. But, holy heck.
I mean, it makes sense. The GameCube is better in pretty much every way, in my opinion.
But I can understand why people would praise the PS2, though. It's like what people had at the time, and, you know, most of the time, because it was the biggest mass market thing. And it does have a lot of good exclusives, like how I'd argue the Wii has. Like, you know, Ratchet and Clank series. You know, it had the Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Dexter, and Sly Cooper trilogies. It was where they introduced, you know, the God of Wars. And,
it's a good console as well. It's just
a lot of
inferior
RPGs,
to the GameCube.
Yeah.
Enemies! Throw out some hammers. I like this hammer move. It's kind of fun just to watch it. By the way, if you... Ooh. Rare spiderlings? I think this calls for more hammers.
I need arcane power.
I can throw out a lot of hammers. Wait, hold on, let's go backwards. By the way, this place is a mess. I mean, we're probably lost. We are. Not really, but we are.
Yeah. I was also, watching a review of Some Call Me Johnny. He's been doing a Star Fox. He's been doing a
Gape Wound the Ancient. That sounds weird.
Okay. He's been doing a Star Fox retrospective.
Yeah.
You know, I really like those sort of things. It's actually, although I do enjoy a lot of Kadikra's content, I ended up unsubscribing from him because the main thing I came to watch him for was those, you know, those first 3 trilogy things he did.
Yeah.
And he stopped doing those. But Some Call Me Johnny basically does a similar thing to that.
Chancellor Eamon, It is of the utmost importance that we secure my manor from the traitorous rabble in Tristram. The caves to the east are too close to my land. They must be blocked, completely obstructed. I believe the Archbishop Lazarus has magically bound some arachnids of late. They may serve us well.
Yeah, but he's been doing sort of retrospective in the Star Fox series. And he got into Star Fox Assault, which is actually a Star Fox game I wish I had the opportunity to play, but I never could find a copy of the game.
Yeah.
You would like playing it simply because it's on the GameCube.
Yay for the GameCube.
But he was commenting on how, you know, he liked the controls and all that, but he said the one thing that did annoy him, but, you know, he was happy there wasn't much in the way of platforming because it has tank controls.
Ow.
Like, you know, you think playing in the Landmaster is like a tank, but then you get out of the Landmaster with Fox and he also controls like a tank.
It's kind of weird.
But he says that, you know, it kind of just feels similar to Metroid Prime's control scheme. You know, A button to shoot, I believe, and all that.
Yeah.
But he says that no game that has platforming in it should ever use the Y button for jump.
Why?
And it's like, I don't really have an issue with the Y button for jump. And people were like, and he was like saying that, you know, should you have the GameCube's Y button as a jump button? And like, people were sort of saying, what about Smash Brothers? And then there was an argument sort of spawned in the comments between various people. It was like, who uses the Y button to jump? Everyone should just use the stick. It's the most natural thing. And then someone was like, not really. I want the up stick to be up for my attacks. Otherwise, I'd keep jumping.
Yeah. I hate the fact that up was also jump.
Yeah, but our brother, Kiris, he uses up stick for jump rather than Y button.
I can't do it. We didn't need that. But you deal with that. No, don't try and attack Luke.
Woo! I froze him. I actually saw that happen.
Wait, hold on.
Because all the other times I can't really tell what I froze with that move. Because it's like, well, I started everything out usually when there's this huge amount of enemies by freezing everything. So my slow beam doesn't really have a chance to freeze an opponent if they're already frozen.
Probably it can refreeze them.
Yeah. But it's like, you know, usually by that point they're dead. Or your hammers and explosions and such are kind of covering up the screen.
Yeah, my hammers! It's so much fun.
What's your solution for this situation? Hammers! Isn't that the solution you said for the previous situation? It's always hammers!
Like, it's just so fun to watch, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
With great pain, I must admit that our king is no longer able to separate reason from madness. He orders the caverns to be filled with the Archbishop's monstrous creations, and will hear nothing else. Perhaps the legendary ancients themselves once dwelled there, but now we must desecrate their ruins.
I wonder how all these letters got in here.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the
quickest route. Is that what we needed to get? Like, I thought that was the direction we had to go.
The direction we have to go is down there.
Oh, okay.
We're up here to loot things.
You got a regular dagger from that.
Yes.
Like, we're this far in and you just got a regular dagger.
Yeah.
At the beginning, we got a dagger that was better than dagger.
I can sell it. All loot is worthy loot in the eyes of Raph.
I'm just reminded of Final Fantasy IX how Garnet nicknames herself Dagger when she needed like a sort of like a name for a disguise, simply because Zidane dropped one of his daggers. It's
really?
like
that was her reasoning.
Yeah, she asked what it was, and he said it was a dagger. But so does that mean like if Vivi dropped his staff, she'd have called herself Staff, or if?
Well, there's worse things that could have been dropped. How many?
She drops her own rod, calls herself Rod.
How many Final Fantasy games have you actually, like, of the main series, have you played?
Final Fantasy 1, like the first, I guess you could say, chapter-ish of 2, but not really enough to say. Like, I wouldn't review it based off what I've played. I mean, for most things, I wouldn't review, and you know, I wouldn't sort of like try to give my overall opinion unless I'd like. I think, you know, you can give enough of an opinion with like a first impression thing, but I don't think like a couple hours is really a first impression, in a sense.
She sucks the innards from her victims. No, it's too late.
Look, I
can't break web with lightning.
We can see the health bar. just kind of dangling. And here's a boss.
Slow.
More hammers are needed! Oh yeah, I've got a healing aura. Should probably use that. Oh wait, I should probably save up. Yeah, she's gonna spawn ads now.
Oh, well, it's a good thing I'm good at dealing with ads.
It's a good thing I saved up some hammers. This boss isn't particularly hard, if you haven't figured that out. Oh yeah, I can buff us. Buffed.
I can buff myself.
I'll put down a healing field, because we are currently stood in the poison.
Okay. I have a feeling I'm forgetting one of my moves, but oh yeah, our bumper.
Yeah, it's the wooshy-sploosh.
The wooshy-sploosh, yes, that is totally my awesome move. I've got the wooshy-sploosh.
Yeah!
Oh, we did it at the same time?
What?
Okay. Wooshy-sploosh! I guess that did something, I guess.
You might want to move. There you go, this should heal you. More hammers! More hammers are needed! Let's go, hammers! Do this! Do this! Do this! They really don't use that much energy. You can just throw out so many hammers. Come on! We killed the Spider Queen.
I've got a kite shield.
I've got the plan.
What's she saying?
I got the plan for unending a war.
What's Pool of Venom?
You use it to break the web.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. Can we please leave this horrible place?
No.
I like spiders.
Well, to be fair, they did try to murder her.
Yeah.
Hurry it up then, woman.
Let's get out of this horrible place as I walk slowly out.
To be fair, she has been stuck in a web for like...
Oh gosh, move quicker!
We have to talk to her. There we go.
Terrible being stuck in there like that.
Yeah,
Since you came along.
Shut up, phone.
I seek a man taken by the Coven.
The Coven. I saw them dragging some.
Leoric's manor house. That's where we're heading. The manor
I
house.
thought we killed Leoric.
We did. It doesn't stop his house from being here.
Curses.
Just because you kill someone doesn't mean everything they own crumbles to dust in that instance.
I would have taken it.
No, dude. His house is all the way over here, and we're all the way back there.
Take you to the Khosra barricade. Perhaps they will let you pass. It was terrible.
Really?
A man.
There's nothing going.
Right. So, rotting log. They didn't have any money, and I'm disappointed. Rotten log. Oh.
Oh, hey, body.
He doesn't have any money in him either. Why are we being led by nothing but disappointment? Logs! That log exploded.
Yeah, that log lagged the world. Oh my gosh! What are these?
They're Withermoth,
Okay.
apparently. There's a rainbow. That's the happiest thing you can see in Diablo. It's probably dead.
Only inside. Stop trying to release traps on us!
It doesn't hurt us, so...
I don't trust you on that.
Why? I've been a completely reliable source of information. Shut up!
Arming cap.
I apologize.
We're gonna end
for
the
that.
episode thing
Feet!
when we killed a boss. What?
Can you not see the statues? Their feet.
Okay.
And yes, we can end the episode.
Okay, cheerio everyone!
Farewell.